Hey guys, we're back with another top five. Today we got third baseman. Now this one is a little difficult. Not necessarily for the top or the top two really, but just like the bottom half was really difficult because I feel like there's a drop off at this position because the top are it's so top heavy and the top two guys are titans. So after that, there's just good options. But anyways, let's get into it. Start off with honorable mentions. There's a few. We got a few honorable mentions here. We got Chris Bryant, charisma card. We'll go find him. This guy, honestly, on paper, we don't realize how good this card is. I know I don't factor in secondaries. It's only primaries, but he plays literally everywhere really well with that defense. Very fast, 5-tool player. One of my favorite cards to use when I used him for a little bit. He was great. Really, really good card. Other on the list, Manny Machado. It's down to this three Manny Machados. Personally, I like either the snapshot one because of the little bit of speed on him compared to the other cards, or the not this one, not the World Baseball Classic one. He's just not as good. Or the finest Machado because this one does. I know I don't factor this in. It's annoying, but he does play first base. The other one doesn't. But they're very similar. So whichever one you like. I personally would probably use the Machado finest because I'm not going to be playing him at shortstop. So I don't really need that speed. Other honorable mentions, we got Austin Riley. We know how good Austin Riley is. Whenever we get a good Austin Riley, he's maxed out, damn near 5-tool player. Really, really solid card. Great swing. Very, very good card. All-star Austin Riley was incredible. Absolutely nuts. I think, is there a finest one? I'm not even sure, but I know this guy's insane. And then Munetaka Murakami, just for his early game impact, max power and insane hitting, good defense over there at third base, and runs pretty well too with 76 speed. Youngblood, 23 years old, very solid card. So those guys were honorable mentions. But on to number 5 on the list. Silver Slugger Rafael Devers, insane hitting stats. Defense is solid. Cannon over there at third base, 60 speed. I'm about to start factoring in secondaries at this point because it's just becoming a conversational point here. But he does play second base as opposed to the finest one, and the stats on the card are just better than the finest Devers. This one is just a better card, and I think he does make durability. I could be wrong, but I think he might. I'm not sure. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. He's insane. So this Devers makes it just swing power alone, plus quirks, plus stats. Very solid card. Got to go number 5 for me. On to number 4. Number 4 would have been up there for the best third baseman in the game last year. He'd have been up there in the conversation, but now he's on to Forge because the stats aren't quite there, but they're still really, really good. Georgie Brett, my favorite third baseman in the game. Look at the defense, solid. The speed is pretty good. He's not as defensively oriented or speedy as he was last year, but he's still solid. The hitting is incredible. Max vision and contacts with powers that are very solid too, and all the quirks you want in this game, and a great swing. George has one of the fastest swings in the game. Love me some George Brett. Wish they gave him a shortstop secondary like they did his 97. That would have been fun. On to number 3. David Wright, specifically Kaiju David Wright. 5-tool player, incredibly fast, runs the bases really well too. Max defender, plays shortstop really well too. Better shortstop than Derek Jeter in this game, I promise you. I swear to God. Well-rounded, the power's there, contacts there, all the quirks you want to, really solid, except for breaking ball hitter, but maybe a little Mets biased. I know his swing isn't a lot of people's favorite, but to me, David Wright, for the stats he has, insane numbers. He's number 3. I don't know how he's not number 1 or 2. Actually, I kind of do know, because number 2 on this list, gotta go to the guy, Chipper Jones. He beats David Wright out. He's a worse defender and a little slower, but he's a switch hitter with a better swing and max powers, damn near max hitting stats across the board. He's Babe Ruth, but switch hitter with an incredible swing and very, very reliable defense. He's an auto dive champion over there at third base. Makes every play. It feels like it's crazy. 1999 Chipper Jones is an absolute beast. The fact that this guy's on number 1 is a testament of how good the number 1 spot is. And number 1 spot is right here. The boy, Jose Ramirez, all-star card. Not the finest. That card's not nearly as good. All-star Jose Ramirez. Insane numbers offensively. Max vision nearly, durability, and shortstop team. I know we don't talk about captains. Defense is incredible. 97 fielding, 93 reaction, 89 speed. So he's got everything you need on a card. And he plays second shortstop in left field too. I'm just saying, it's insane how many positions this guy plays. But he is an unbelievable freak of nature. 40 bunt. This is not a hard one for me, guys. I mean, he just does everything Chipper does, but a little bit better on the defensive and speed end. That's really it. The contacts actually aren't as good as Chipper. I just realized versus lefties, but I think he might be a power hitter versus lefties without any boosts, and that's honestly insane. We all know the J-Ram at bat. 46 foul balls, or it either hits him, walks him, or it's a home run. That's how it is. He's a cheat code. He's incredible. We finally got a good J-Ram, and it shows. Everybody and their mother used him this year. I mean, he's got 7,507 parallel fives, which is insane. You go to parallel, 68,493 people got him parallel 1. So this card is insane. This was one of the easier top 5s to run through because it's J-Ram. I mean, he's 5-tool. Like, what else are we going to talk about here? Chipper Jones would have been the easy pick if J-Ram just did the same thing but better. But it's close. If you want Chipper Jones, I get it. If you want the extra contact points, if you think he's better to hit with, if you like hitting with tall guys as opposed to short guys, I totally understand. But either way, my pick's J-Ram, but take who you want. And there's also a bunch of good options here too. You know, I think Joe Torre is an underrated option. If his defense is a little bit better, maybe he's a better first baseman and catcher if you ask me, but he's still incredible. This David Wright's not bad either. He's just a little bit slower to worse defender, but he does have better hitting stats, I think. Maybe, not really. More power. Nolan Arenado's very, very solid. The best defending third baseman in the game. Everything's maxed out. He just doesn't have speed, and I need a guy who can get double speed. Miguel Sano is a bit of a cheat code too. He was fun to rock with, but he's a DH. Cal Ripken, underrated card too. Like, on paper, he's nuts. He's a little slow. There's a lot of options, guys. Third base is a crazy position, and of course, you could play guys if their secondaries there, but I like to go with guys in their primary for the sake of this list. Let me know what you guys think about this list in the comments below. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what you would change, and who you would replace entirely. Love y'all, man. Catch you next time. Next video, right fielders. Let's get after it.